This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, Florida has been through the gauntlet with coaches lately, trying to find some stability. They have a new opportunity here with a young up-and-coming coach in John Summerall. He has been a proven winner at all of the stops. Now he has an opportunity to turn the Gators around and bring them back to relevance in the SEC. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Owls offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Finding some room. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Turning it on. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Owls look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Makes the catch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
He'll pull it down and run. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The clock stops for the man who is slow to get up. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. They'll run it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff for Ball. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Smashes in between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Could be an alley. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds of...
Maybe some room here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Farrell. Quick step and go. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Farrell. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Mays. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. All wideouts, no backs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The run inside. It's Farrell. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Second down coming up. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
And they can't make the play on third down. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football, you're coming up and try to get on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
Looking downfield on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
The play-action fake. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Florida. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Running inside. It's Farrell. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He now has 84 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Picks up the first down. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They just keep firing. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. They punt it away on fourth down. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Messer. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Quick completion on the out route.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown Gators.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Owls sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts, and I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Might be looking to run. Another incompletion on third down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Touchdown, Gator! Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Buys a little time with his feet. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bernard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now a two-possession game at 24-13. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got a little grass. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's Jaden one more time. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally with the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bernard. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The run inside. It's Farrell. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Move! They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Running inside. It's Farrell. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's 2nd and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a 3rd and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
A little release to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff from the gun. Past the 45. Maybe a crease. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to surge it in. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's third and goal.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on fourth and goal. They'll run it. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
Now, what a great job by this defense.
Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
And there's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and the coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.